We are just discussing business, and business is our business. So Edwin, Victor, last time we were together at Kakamega. I don't want to mention the hotel because we're not doing the marketing right now. We are in a different setup. And the theme was on resilience and sustainability.
Yes.
Today you have from vision to value, still on sustainability. What are the mechanisms that you use to come up with things? Because they are so timely to the business people. Yes.
So, ideally, as a company, when it comes to events, an event is a whole ecosystem. We have stakeholders like now sponsors, we have partners, we have stakeholders that we had all this time, and they've actually been part of our journey. And as you can recall, before even launched our own events, we used to be part of another event that happens in Mount Kenya region, so we're also affiliated. And then, of course, we also look at the trends that are ongoing. And then the more SMEs, the more businesses we engage with, the more we are able to realize where the pain points are and where the gaps are. So this year particularly, we actually had a totally different theme when we were starting out, because in January, December, January, we usually release like a tentative program of events in terms of now, like let's say January will be where, February will be where, March will be where. And then now when we shared, one of our partners and key stakeholders, I would say a mentor, who has done events for the last 30 years, literally when I was being born, he was already a CEO, he was already a founder. So we shared in one of our groups, and it was like, given we are heading into an election year, there are so many uncertainties that are going to appear, and then like literally when it comes to business, a lot why we are running a business. So his idea was if we can do something around resilience, just basically looking for key partners and basic guest speakers who can share more from the experience in terms of how they've been able to build a business resiliently for a number of years. So that was one way. And then of course we shared it with a number of partners, and all of them were like, if we pair between resilience and sustainability, then it captures a bigger vision. And that vision being, in terms of resilience, we are looking at helping you grow your business from, let's say, year 1, year 2 to like year 30. So that if, like, let's say you got to the point where you want to move it to the next generation, it becomes serious because you've already put in what is necessary. That's number one. Number two, we also understand when it comes to businesses, it's very rare to find a business that one has been there for like 5 years and is actually growing. Because you know there's some businesses which are just stagnant. Yeah, like you find, let's say it's a shop, they sell, maybe their stock is 1 million, they sell 1.2, and every year that is the same cycle they do. Yeah. So now for us, we are looking at how we can help you grow your business, but again, while doing it, we help you make it resilient so that it can always be there. Number one. Then number two, when it comes to sustainability, we are looking at it in two ways. One, in terms of building an enterprise that actually gives back to the society through various strategies. Could be climate related, could be education, or could be just giving back in whichever way, CSR programs, whichever way you deem fit as a business, in terms of positive principles and philosophies that a business adheres to. But then also sustainability in terms of being able to for whichever products they choose to do, or for whichever services they choose to do, while innovation is there, in terms of being able to like sustainably provide those services. So that like you don't find a business 2 years ago they were in construction, 2 years later they are in, let's say, events. That's our story. And then 4 years later, these guys decided, wait a minute, retail has money, then they went into retail. The 10th year they are doing real estate. Then now they're celebrating 10 years, you're like, wait, 10 years of what? Yeah, of being registered, or being real estate, or being events, or being something else. Yeah. So now that's where the aspect of sustainability and resilience come out.
I think that is a fantastic opportunity for the business people. I remember last time when we were having a discussion with Kakamega, the speaker talked of gave an example of some businesses that the giant business that were in Kakamega.
Yes.
And when the owners of those business died, the business died.
Died with them, yes. Yeah.
So I think that is so great. That is so timely for the business people.
Yeah.
Tell us something about today.
Okay.
What do you expect? Just before you tell us about today, your expectations. On Friday, I was having a conversation with Mr. Charles Jaku of Air Travel and Related Studies, and he mentioned you so many times, and he was smiling. He said, "I love that gentleman because of what he does."
Sure.
You've worked with Mr. Jaku for Air Travel and Related Studies. He's been your partner all along. What can you say?
Yeah, Mr. Gaku is actually more of a mentor. Yeah. And then if there is one thing I always say with him is he's the most adaptive person I know. Because his business has been around, his college has been around for the last 33 years. So you can imagine how busy his schedules are. He has around 800 plus students. And he guarantees all of the attachment across the country. He has, like, you can imagine how many hotels, how many networks this guy has when it comes to the hospitality, the tourism, the travel industry in general. And that is, we're not talking of Kenya, we're talking of international, because his college is IATA accredited. This one man who, whichever airport he shows up, he has students, and these guys, wherever they hear the guys around, everybody straightens their shirt and everything, because of the discipline and the kind of principles that he instilled in them. But still, he has time to, like, travel all over the country. Right now, he's in PC. His marketing team is in Kitale. Of course, they're in PC for a different function. These guys, the other team is in Kitale, of course, for activations. He has a Gen Z team that visits schools for marketing and things like that, And still he has time to actually come to these events. So for Charles, we started talking in 2023 when we were doing the expo in Kakamega, but then because of distance, and of course it's also about the strategic priority at that time, so they didn't manage to come. But then now when we moved to Nakuru, we did the expo in Nakuru, he sent the team. When we did the breakfast early this year, we had him as the chief guest. He attended. He gave very insightful strategies. Running a business for 3 years, that is, you can't manufacture those. You can't get those ideas on ChatGPT. So he came as a chief guest, and people really resonated with him. And then we did Kakamega dinner, and people again requested for him to attend. So he wasn't sure of the availability, so we had him as a panelist, and he attended again. He got an opportunity